How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loon Train. It's JJD. JJ Double J, the Illuminator here.
The Freed One.
Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. My neighbor, I have to, and I've said this before, but I have to admit, I'm really blessed because I have some great neighbors compared to some people. For the most part, the neighbors that I do know, not that we're that close to, not that we're that close, our houses, but also not that we're that close personally. Did I say that right? I know my neighbors, but they're neighbors, they're not friends. So it's like when you have coworkers and not friends. You're civil and you can get along and talk and everything. But I've been in the neighborhood now for it's been close to 5 years now since I bought that house. But anyway, my closest neighbor geographically, I'm telling you, this is taking me a long time to tell this story. But I got some bad news today, and it's not really something that I thought about, but I thought something was up. For the past month or so, he's been having these like roll-away dumpsters put into his driveway. And I noticed a lot of little jobs being done to the house, little things like, repairing some windows, getting a new garage door, throwing away a lot of junk. And I started to think something was up because their cars weren't there all the time and this, that, and the other thing. Well, I saw him today, and I didn't want to pry, but I said, hey, I was thinking you're moving, seeing that you have these roll-away dumpsters and everything. He says, well, you got it. I says, no. And he says, to tell you the truth, he said, my wife left me and she filed for divorce. And I was like, oh, man, this is like one of the nicest guys you can ever, for what I know of him, one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. He lets me borrow tools. He'll see me doing something. He says, hey, I got something to make it easier. And he'll bring over something. He'll say, when you're done, just put it on my front porch. Nice guy. I've seen his wife, and she was always nice to me. He had 2 kids living with him at different times, a son and a daughter. And they had both moved out at different times. One moved in with a girlfriend, and I think the other one moved in with a roommate. Anyway, it all made sense when now I finally know why I haven't seen cars there all the time. And I assume he's living somewhere else because the cars are only there on his days off. And it's just a horrible thing to happen to a nice guy. And I don't know what his married life was like. I've never been in his house. I barely ever saw him and his wife together because she would come home earlier than him in the day, and he'd come home later, and then they'd be in the house the whole time. But this was that neighbor of mine that I made a video way back when talking about how he would cut the grass, and just halfway through, he just stopped, went in, and he's like, I just don't feel like doing it anymore. And it just, I learned a lot of little things from him, and he's going to sell the house, and it's going to go up on the market, and oh my goodness. It threw me for a loop, I was kind of like the new guy in the neighborhood. There was one other house way up that moved in after me, but I don't know who they are, and I've never seen them really, other than the cars. But anyway, sometimes good things happen to good people, sometimes bad things happen to good people. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. I appreciate you listening. If you stayed till the end, thank you very much. Please put a comment down below. I'm off to the races. I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. Have a good rest of the day. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back. And before I get out of here, I just wanted to say a big thank you for coming over and watching. It really means a lot to me. If you liked the video you just saw, hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. It's 100% free. It'll help keep you up to date on all my videos and vlogs. And don't forget to ring that bell. You spilled my porridge. What did you do that for?